With the Euros well underway, the excitement could not be any higher. And from our previous videos, you know we are deep into it. But let's see how much the boys really know about the Euros. That's why we are going to be playing Jeopardy. The boys are at their podiums. How are you feeling, boys?
Millie, we have a couple Jeopardies under our belt, and last time, we don't talk about it.
It was a legendary performance. Let's just say that. One of the most memorable box-to-box episodes.
It was rigged, they say. Some say the critics have been saying it's rigged.
The Barca remontada got nothing on me.
If you weren't at minus 500, we don't want you at plus 700. Isn't that right, Varvar?
If you aren't part of Varvar FC on minus 500, stay on that side. Stay on that side. Like John
stay
Moran
on that side.
All right, let's get into it. Here is the board, and the categories are as follows. It is top scorers, champions, host countries, and guess the player. Varvar, since you won last time, you get to pick the first category.
It's only fitting that because I win most episodes, I pick champions for 300.
All right, Varvar, here is champions for 300. This modern Italian is the oldest goal scorer ever in the Euros at 34 years and 71 days old.
Define
modern.
Yeah, define modern striker. Like, how modern are we talking here?
Varvar, who said it was a striker?
Yeah, who said it was a striker?
Oh.
I have the answer.
Ooh.
Oh, champions. It's champions and it's modern Italian. So it has to be in that Italy team.
Is that 300?
34-year-old Italian that was on that team. It's either Bonucci or Chiellini. I'm going to say Chiellini was actually older than 34. I'm going to go for Bonucci.
Varvar, I'm going to need that in a form of a question, please.
Bro,
Okay, you
again
see?
with this. The brothers G-check again with this.
I respect him, Millie.
I have to make sure.
Who is Leonardo Bonucci?
I don't know.
Bonucci is the correct answer. He did score in that final to tie it 1-1.
What a good time to be Italian.
Great time to be Italian.
That mouth was moving, Bonucci.
Now one question in, bro.
Okay, so I'm going to go for 200 host countries.
Varvar, here is host countries for 200. Which nation hosted Euro 2016?
Wait.
Bro, don't act like you know this.
Of course I know this.
I'm terrible with host countries. Euro 2016.
I'm not giving you any more hints.
These are easy questions for
Do we remember the winner? Just checking, you know.
I don't think I remember the...
It was France. Well, it was France against Portugal, but I remember France lost in France. So I'm going to go for what is France?
Varvar, I'll accept that answer in the form of that question. France is the correct answer. They did host that year.
I remember it was a big thing that they lost. And I think the final was actually at the Velodrome, if I'm not mistaken.
That'd be a crazy final.
If I'm not
It
mistaken.
was a wild final. Unfortunately, they didn't end up as winners. That
Was that the Adair goal?
Yeah, it was the Adair goal. And it was the moth attack on Ronaldo's face and stuff when he was injured.
The
I
injury.
don't remember the moth attack.
Yeah.
You don't remember the moth attack?
No.
There was so many moths, and Ronaldo, famous picture, he's down injured on the floor with a moth on his eye.
Interesting. Pop that up right now.
Varvar, you're on a roll. Pick the next question.
So host countries has been kind to me so far. I'm going to go for 400 host countries. And by the way, I'm up 500 now, so...
Didn't you just say that you're not good with host country?
Yeah, but that was low-key easy. That 200...
He's ballsy. He's ballsy.
Varvar, here is host countries for 400. Who was the only Scandinavian nation to host the Euros?
That's a good question.
But honestly, it's not that tough of a question because there's not that many options. So it's either Finland, Norway, or Sweden and Iceland.
Gotta give me the year.
Don't miss any countries. Scandinavians are gonna come get you.
You gotta give me the year as well.
The year as well.
What? No,
It's a
there's
400,
no way.
brother. It's a 400.
Okay, I'm automatically going to discount Iceland
That's a good pick, yeah.
because I believe there hasn't been much like footballing history in Iceland before like their runs recently.
But also the infrastructure.
Yeah,
Like, you need
so-
stadiums.
Oh, but their football pitches, I don't know if you guys saw the pictures.
I mean,
They're pretty crazy.
Reykjavik is a beautiful city supposedly, so
Facts.
300,000 people in that country. It's not that big.
only 300,000 in the country?
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a
Bro,
nation. It
there was a women's protest, and
was like all the women in the country.
apparently all the women in the country went to this protest, and there was like 100 and something thousand women.
Iceland
That's a
women
lot
are
of
beautiful, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful women.
Varvar, enough horsing around. Give me the answer.
Wait,
There's too many references.
That one doesn't make sense unless you
Too many references.
watch.
Unless you're an OG box-to-box fan. That's all I'm saying.
Why are you looking at me like that? I'm between Sweden and because there's not much history in Finland for football, I'm gonna go Sweden and Norway, and I'm gonna say Sweden 1990. What year would it have been? 1996.
This is a tough question, Millie.
It is a 400, brother.
What is Sweden 1996?
Varvar, unfortunately, that answer is incorrect. Firms, will you steal or will you defer?
Listen, I'm sure Sweden is a good shout, but the year, it's a tough one.
Because you have to know two things at once. It's not just like, you could have been like, oh, Sweden hosted the Euros, but then have no clue about the year. But you could have been like...
But it can't even be a guess. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm going to defer this, Millie. It's too hard.
Firms, unfortunately, the 400, you left it on the table. Pala, will you be stealing it?
Don't act, bro. Don't
That's
act.
a good question. I'm pretty sure Sweden's the right answer.
It would
we're all
make
in
sense.
agreement.
It would
Sweden.
make sense.
Yeah,
like Stockholm.
Finland, I'm taking it out. It's Norway, Sweden, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, Stockholm. Stockholm might have been actually
The whole city.
the host city. But now I don't...
Actually, I doubt it. There's no chance they built like 10 stadiums in Stockholm.
Yeah,
Yeah, you need the infrastructure.
But they have pretty big stadiums
They
there.
just use Malmo Stadium.
Yeah.
They use like
Well,
all...
Malmo's not. Malmo's Norwegian.
Huh?
But Malmo's Norwegian.
Malmo
Sweden?
Swedish.
Malmo's not Swedish.
Bro, Kulusevski.
Ibra played
Zlatan.
there.
I'm
not Swedish?
95% sure Malmo is not Swedish because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Haaland came from Malmo. So I will actually put a bet that it's not. I'll bet my 100
Millie,
points.
I'm gonna defer my question, but I'm gonna bet with Varvar 100
100
points.
points. Deal.
So host country's 400 is officially off the table. The answer was Sweden 1992. And for Malmo, it is a city in Sweden. So Pala, you do get 100 out of that.
It's Swedish?
Oh, yeah.
Check the
Malmo
club.
City in Sweden.
Check the club.
Why would Malmo not be?
I don't know.
But
Check the club.
Malmo is in the Swedish league.
Yeah.
You would think that they're not in Sweden. It wouldn't make
I
sense.
should have bet 1,000,000 points. I don't know why I was even down.
Why did I not bet on this?
And most successful club in Sweden.
Yeah, but they're playing in Finland and they're going to play in Sweden.
Yes, as
yes.
Monaco.
The best
playing in
happens
Serie
to
A.
be the best club in Sweden is actually not in Sweden.
that would be a riot.
Egregious work.
That'd be egregious.
Literally.
Varvar double checking the host.
Upon VAR review, Ole and who's
Haaland.
that young fellow there?
the guy with the
Haaland?
luscious hair.
Yeah. They came from Molde, not
Where did
Malmo.
Odegaard come
Sorry,
from? Since you're...
Odegaard.
Madrid.
No, before.
It was a red and black club in Norway.
I thought you knew this because I think it was in another Jeopardy you mentioned.
AIK is a Swedish team.
Yeah.
AEK?
No, that's AK Athens.
Boys, this Jeopardy is off the rails. Firms, since you're up next, you get to pick the category.
So Varvar lost 500 on that one.
Yeah, that was the first ever 500-point question.
Pala, we up.
It's crazy work by Varvar. All that work undone.
I'm going to keep it simple here. Firms FC is going to be selecting top scorers for 100.
Bro, this is the history of the Firms FC, bro. He always takes the hundreds to start.
What the heck?
Guys,
the-
he's wrecking the set right now.
Guys, I'm mad.
It's ridiculous work.
It's egregious
Guy
work.
loses 500 points.
That's
all of
the
a sudden.
Italy kit.
You might not even be Italian anymore, honestly, after that. That's crazy. But Firms, here is top scores for 100. This former Barcelona player was the top goal scorer in Euro 2016 with 6 goals.
There's been some off-camera thinking.
Yeah,
Firms
way
is
too
struggling.
much for a
Blanking
100.
out, bro. I can't believe it.
And just so people know, some of the names mentioned were egregious work.
Hey, what names mentioned?
We're gonna blur them out. That's too. Don't do it to him.
This was so bad.
Crazy.
There was a Fernando Torres mention. I must have forgotten his Barcelona stint.
little too late.
I forgot that Barcelona stint back in the day.
He was just brainstorming. He was
Alvaro
just
Morata, once again, Barcelona legend that we've all forgotten played at the club. And David Villa at that point was at New York City FC tearing it up. So,
Bro, Morata's more of an Inter legend than a Barca legend. Terrible.
Firms, we need an answer here. 2016. Okay, Millie.
Who is...
I'm going to have to call the clock on you. like,
Millie, give this to me,
Who
bro.
is... It's a forward. Does it have to be a forward?
It's 100 points. Gotta know
Millie.
something.
Give me the points.
3.
Who is Iniesta?
What the hell?
I don't know, bro.
Oh,
Like-
yes, the Barcelona forward Iniesta.
It has to be a forward.
Firms, Iniesta is incorrect, unfortunately. Pala, will you defer or will you steal?
Bro, I'm gonna sound like this is gonna be my worst moment of box here if I get this wrong. Who is Antoine Griezmann?
Pala, Antoine Griezmann is the correct answer. That's 100 points. Firms, That's your jugador.
Euro
I was-
2016 in France.
I was thinking Spanish
I know.
players.
You kept saying Spanish players. I don't know
But
why.
why?
Yeah,
Because I didn't hear the question.
No, but I
They
didn't
sucked
repeat
at
it.
Euro 2016, I'm pretty sure.
Pala, since you got that last question, pick the next category.
There's one category we have not touched yet. Guess the player. And some birdie told me that it's an interesting topic. So I'm going to take 200 guess the player.
Pala, who is this player?
There's no way.
I'm between two people.
There's no way.
How much is this? Like
What,
how
you
many
know
points?
this?
Yes.
200.
Oh, man. Who is Gerd Muller?
Pala, that is incorrect. Varvar, will you steal?
Who is Franz Beckenbauer?
Oh, that's the other one I was thinking.
Varvar, it is Franz Beckenbauer. You have redeemed yourself with 200 points.
They got the same haircut, Varvar. What are you saying?
Yeah,
How
That's
could you-
his picture on his FIFA icon card, on his EAFC icon card, I'm
Doesn't
pretty
have
sure.
an icon card.
He used to. You see, if you were a real enjoyer like me back in the day,
You're a
Damn.
FIFA merchant, bro. That's just you.
You've been playing that long and you still lose against me. That's crazy.
All right, Varvar, you're up next. Pick that category.
I thought I had the host countries down. Obviously, I did not. But guess the player seems pretty easy. Give me 100, guess the player.
Oh,
Guy knows one
my
Beckenbauer
God.
from God knows when. All of a sudden, he's an expert.
Varvar, who is this player?
Gee, I really wonder who that is.
Ooh, wee mama.
I think that's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Looks like him.
Yeah.
It's just missing the number 7, you know?
Yeah. That must have been a typo.
Oh man, who is this?
He looks overly happy.
Bruno Fernandes?
Is this the Italian legend striker? Who is Adair?
Italian?
Interlegend.
Oh, we're talking about that in there.
Varvar, Adair is correct. Pick the next category.
I'm up expeditiously right now.
You're at 300. No?
So it's only yes, I am. But it's only fair for me to go 400 top scores.
Ballsy, I like it.
Varvar, here is top scores for 400. This player has the record for most goals scored in a single tournament.
Now, you have to assume,
This is a straightforward question, bro.
yeah, but you have to assume that if they scored the most, then they probably played the most games also. So it has to be a person who reached the finals.
Listen, this brother, he's a legend of the sport. Let's just say that.
The only things that pop up in my mind are World Cup. It's World Cup moments. That's my issue. That's what's popping up in
It's
my
hard
head.
to differentiate the tournament.
Yeah.
Varvar, the clock is ticking. What will be your answer?
I'm going to go crazy, okay? And I don't remember if this Croatia run was during the Euros or during the World Cup. I'm going to go Davos Schuker.
No.
This is crazy,
No,
wild
no,
shout.
no.
If it's easy, I'm going to not be happy.
Varvar, unfortunately, that is the incorrect answer. But kudos for trying to shoot that shot.
It was a 400. It had to be hard. Had to be.
Yeah.
It is a...
Millie said world-class player, though.
Davos
Said legend
Schuker
of
was
the
a
sport.
Davos Schuker is a legend of the sport.
If you say so, bro.
Icon card in FIFA. Once again,
What FIFA are you playing, bro?
the old ones, he had an icon card.
Brother, you're playing the ones where he was in.
This guy was playing FIFA 1920.
No,
God damn.
Davos Schuker was a legend like FIFA
He had
17, 18,
Beckenbauer,
19.
he had Schuker on his team.
Where'd they go, all these legends? They left the game?
I don't know. You have to ask EAFC.
Firms, the question is on you now. Will you defer or you try to steal?
Ronaldo would be the easy choice, but that would be stupid that Millie put him as a 400 question. So, my thinking...
Oh, there's a curveball here, I think.
It had to have been a team that really like just pumped everyone.
So, I'm thinking France, Germany. Portugal's more recent, but...
It's a lot of big nations there.
Greece.
You're going to have to narrow it down.
No, but Portugal, if it's not Ronaldo, it's no one.
Paletta.
Brother.
Firms, I need an answer. Defer or steal?
I'm going to stick to my gut. I saw his name. I know he won a couple Ballon d'Ors. If it's not Zidane, it's who is Platini. Or one of those old guys. It's one of them.
So what's the final answer?
Who are
Who
those?
is Platini?
Who is an old guy?
Firms, Platini is the correct answer. He had 9 goals.
9.
I was low key around the good time frame. It's just I got the
When was this? Like 1970s?
No, this was
Later?
82,
1984.
84.
Okay.
1984. So
Crazy how you're only
Prime-
naming
prime
Juve
Platini.
legends. That's crazy, bro.
this was, listen, no one has even gotten close to 9 goals. The most besides that is 5. But
Close.
A lot.
Who's
A lot of
5?
runs.
Ronaldo?
Hit 5. Did Ronaldo hit 5? I don't think he did.
That's crazy.
Ronaldo's
bro.
up there. It
It's a
has to
big
be.
tournament. How is nobody reaching?
No,
like,
Ronaldo only hit 3. Well, actually, no. Last
No
tournament,
way.
2020, he hit 5. He hit 5.
That's your GOAT.
You're telling me Mbappe has never scored more than 5 goals in a Euro?
No.
But first, since you got it right, pick the next category.
The category, Millie, will be 200 champions.
Firms, here's your question. This player is also the holder of the most Euros played in at 5 tournaments.
And the fact that it's champions takes out like a lot of players that played for a long time.
So this guy won a Euro and has played in 5 of them.
So it can't be Maldini because I don't think you won a Euro
No.
ever.
No, he didn't win a World Cup. I don't know if he won a Euro. Oh.
I know the answer.
Oh, wait, Spain. Someone's in Spain.
I mean, a lot of people are in Spain, Firms. It's a pretty popular nation.
Firms gets the infinite clock on these supposedly.
Firms, I'm going to call it soon.
Millie, I'm going to lock in. Who is Andre Iniesta?
I don't think that's true.
Firms, Iniesta is incorrect. Good shout, though.
Brother was at Al Sadd at like 34.
Yeah, but
or
he won.
not at
He won.
Kobe.
He won 2 Euros back-to-back,
Oh.
though.
I think.
Unfortunately, there's a player that has played more tournaments than him, Firms.
And his name. Who is Thomas Muller?
No. His brother's like 34 right now. You want him to play at 14?
He's been playing since he was 18.
Yeah, he was pretty young when he
Yeah,
started.
but he's 34 right now. So 5 Euros is 20 years. He was at 14. He was at his first Euros. I don't think that makes sense. But
Paula Muller is incorrect.
oh man,
Go with Maldini.
no, I'm not
Wait,
thinking about
But
Maldini.
you
I'm
could
thinking
defer
about
to Varvar.
we don't do that at Varvar FC.
Oh, so now you have no choice but to answer.
I'm thinking Cristiano Ronaldo. If he's not at 4, if he's at 4, he's gonna do his 5th now. This tournament, he's doing his 5th
That
right
doesn't
now.
count?
It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't.
Final answer?
Did he win a Euro? Who is Paolo Maldini?
Varvar Maldini is incorrect.
He never won a Euro.
No. The answer is
Casillas?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I knew it!
From 04 to 2020. Played 5 tournaments.
04,
Yeah, because it includes
8,
04 and
Includes 04.
12.
How old was he
16.
in 04?
20.
04.
He must have been a baby.
18. Damn, it was his breakout tournament. It
You
was
had,
like-
you had it right there, Varvar. You had it right there.
I knew it. Varvar FC, we know the answers. We just give it.
We just don't get them
If you're
right.
a CR7 fan and you didn't know that, I'm disappointed in you.
Everyone got that question wrong, but Paula, you get the next pick.
Millie, I'm down bad right now. I'm going to keep it simple. 100 host countries.
Who's up right now? I think only Firms is up right now.
Paula, here's host countries for 100. Which tournament was the first to be hosted by multiple nations? So more than 2.
You don't know this. You're just going to come on.
I know this.
Very, very easy.
The first Euro to be hosted by multiple...
Countries.
He has to say the year?
Yeah, the year.
Come on.
There's a reason why it's 100.
Because it's easy.
It's very easy.
Ooh,
Oh.
this chemistry here.
You're just telling me it's 100, just 100 question. You know this, Firms?
What?
Bro, what is this question?
Oh my God.
So usually it's one nation that hosts, or 2. But this was the first time it was multiple nations.
2004. I'm not going to get it right. I'm not going to get it
Yeah.
any more right.
Paula, unfortunately, that is incorrect. Varvar, will you steal or will you defer?
I'm going to steal. Euro 2020 was in all over Europe. What is Euro 2020?
That's a technicality.
No.
I lost off a technicality.
It was all of Europe, and then the
that was
final
COVID.
was in Wembley.
But does that mean host countries? Like,
Yes, there was everywhere. It was all of
Italy,
Europe.
Where did Italy play their home games during the groups?
Stadio Olimpico.
yeah, it was in Italy.
Like it's the same for every other nation. And then the final was in Wembley. They played in Germany.
Yeah, they did. But when you think about it,
that's
when you think about it, it was an
Yoink, I'll take
English
those
tournament,
points.
You know what I mean?
Easy 100, yoink.
Varvar, you got that one correct. What's the next category?
Host countries has been very kind to me. I got 2 correct in this category. Let's make it 3. Host countries, 300.
Confidence.
boring.
Varvar, here's host countries for 300. Italy won its first Euro title when it hosted the tournament in what year?
So when the questions are actually like not favored to you, then they become difficult. Federazione Italiana.
Damn.
A little bit of a mental block there, Varvar.
This is going back to the prehistoric age. I think dinosaurs were still alive at this time.
Millie was just a young teenager.
I was a humble boy with early beginnings.
Baresi brother was still playing for Inter.
Giuseppe Meazza was nothing but a player. That wasn't a stadium yet.
I'm gonna go for. Now, I'll be lying if I said this was not just a complete guess, but Italy was probably one of the first people to start the Euros. So I'll do what is Euro 1972.
Varvar, that is incorrect. Firms,
I was just gambling.
well, you defer.
But are you sure it's 72 was a Euro year?
It might not even be a Euro
You just
year.
did the math.
Yeah, but it was not my forte.
It was a Euro year, by the way.
It was 72.
Yeah, at least he got that one.
The math is mathing, bro.
The math is mathing.
Oh, so that means it's...
That means it's definitely a situation where I defer this because there's no way I get this.
That's crazy work, Firms. Crazy work.
This is common. This should be common knowledge for Alexa of us Italians.
Look at Millie's face.
I'm nervous for this answer.
You see this jersey. Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio. Puro Calcio, this is.
Puro calcio, yes.
1968. What is 1968?
60.
Paula, 1968 is the correct answer.
What? What made you...
That was
what
a
they want.
guess. I guarantee you, behind you guys all think, oh, because Pala had that Lookman shout at that Europa League final, and now he just got this Italy question right that he knows all this Italy ball. Brother.
It's not like... This is... I feel like Millie knows...
Millie knows these things.
Millie knows these things.
It's too easy, bro.
It's too easy.
How about
you come over here?
Millie, 100 for
Millie,
me.
name me a player on Sheffield United.
That's not part of the question. This is a Euros video, brother.
Okay,
This is
name
a
me.
Euros
Okay, name me a player that was on the 1968 Euro winning team.
Giuseppe Meazza.
Giacinto Facchetti, Sandro Mazzola.
Fuck it.
Mazzola was on
Maybe,
that
bro. I
team.
don't even know.
It's like half of Inter's
Dino
legend.
Zoff.
He may. I don't think he was back then. Could have been.
A bit later.
Yeah, some ballers.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
But I'm on this side of the table,
Balotelli,
boys.
maybe.
I'm on this side of the table.
You think
guys-
Lautaro would start back then for Italy or no?
Lautaro would actually have a stadium named after him. Like back then. But Paolo, you got the question right. Pick the next category.
I just got 300. I want a 300 more. Top score is 300.
Paula, here are top scores for 300. In Euro 2020, two nations were tied for the most goals scored. One was Italy. Who was the other nation?
See, we watched every game almost together, probably, of the knockouts, and we somehow seem to forget who they played.
Belgium,
Yes.
Austria,
Because that's Doku and Doku Dunk.
England.
England.
I'll give you all three a little hint. Both teams were tied on 13 goals at the end of the tournament.
Okay.
That doesn't now help me.
What a big...
Why, you're
No
gonna,
more
bro,
hints.
Bro, you're going to calculate those goal scores?
No, but no more hints.
Just so you get perspective.
Firms, on my 4 fingers, I have a country in each finger. Pick one.
Your middle finger.
My middle finger was Germany.
Hold it up for the audience to see.
Germany.
Germany was in my mind, so Germany is what I'm going to say.
Paula, Germany is incorrect.
Germany was ass at that tournament.
They were not good at that tournament. But Varvar, will you steal or will you defer?
Obviously, the semifinalist, who is Spain?
Varvar. Spain is correct, boys, firms. Paula, I need you guys to shape up now. Come on.
I think he's still losing.
I didn't even have a
Still-
chance.
Why you
Why you say me for?
We all, like low-key, Enrique coached that Spanish team insanely.
perfection.
Insane.
There's an argument that Italy should not have won that game.
I agree. That was the only close game, in my
Only
opinion.
They destroyed us that game.
Close.
Dani Olmo.
That's a win. That's
If Morata could finish, we were going back to the Olympico. Sad.
The good thing he cannot finish.
Yeah, as per.
All right, here are the updates for the scores. Varvar at a cool minus 200. Pala in the negative lead at minus 300. And Firms moving in silence at plus 100, leading somehow this
So
Jeopardy match.
before this plus 300, I was actually at minus 500.
La
you
remontada was
you were
in
down.
full
The
effect.
This
remontada's
is,
still on.
it's meant to be. This Destiny Remontada Part 2, it's meant to be.
Here
He's
are your
gonna come
Yappuccinos,
back.
sir.
He's gonna come back.
This is gonna be, instead of remontada, it's gonna be question taken quickly, Varvar!
Varvar a little too confident right now. Pala and Firms, they might shape up, Varvar. You don't know, but you get to pick the next category.
Now, I'm sorry I have to go full tactical on you guys. There's a 100 left on the board. I just gotta take it. I gotta take it.
That's embarrassing.
Here is champions for 100, the last 100 off the board. Who is the only nation to go back-to-back in Euro history?
Take your time. Take your time.
Ain't no way.
Oh, who is Spain 2008, 2012?
Spain without the S.
Spain without the S, Firm. Spain is the correct answer, Varvar. Next category.
So I went for 100. I'm gonna go for 300. Give me guess the player, 300.
Cool.
Cool.
Who is this player?
At first glance, I saw it from a distance, but then Millie greatly zoomed in. So I was able to tell which kit that was.
Oh, so you're cheating?
No,
Yeah.
I thought it
So-
was...
You're cheating.
At first, I thought it was Italy's old kit, that white one with like the green and red stripe here.
Okay.
I think we actually had it in our collection.
Yeah, but it's
for a
much
little bit.
bigger, and that's a training kit, the one that he has.
No, that's the sleeve is green, red.
Oh, whatever.
White.
Anyway, Varvar says they don't want to see him win, and then he gets second. Then he gets
Who
second
is
guessing.
Patrick Schick?
Oh.
Varvar Patrick Schick is the correct answer. You are now in the lead.
That was Czech versus Scotland in
In the Euros.
in the
That was in the Euros?
Yep.
In the Euros.
I thought he had a good World Cup, not
No,
a good Euros.
he had a good Euros.
Really,
He
the
scored the banger, bro. Remember?
Yeah.
The half-field goal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably the celebration. actually.
banger, and I know bangers.
bangers.
Varvar, pick the next category.
Now, I would be very stupid if I did not take that 200 left on the board, so give me that 200.
Even if you take it, you're a little bit stupid.
Varvar, here are top scores for 200. This tournament had a record of 6 top scorers, including Mandzukic and Torres. Which tournament year was this?
Mandzukic and Torres, this only makes sense for it to be 2012. So what is Euro 2012?
Easy, bro. Varvar, 2012 is the correct answer. Pick the next category.
Torres was shit by 2016. Mandzukic was not that good in 2008, so
Good
that
thinking.
adds up, you know?
Good thing.
I'm not trying to make it about me, but I feel like the ones that Varvar answered, I probably would have gotten all of them right.
Manchester United bias. That's what I'm saying.
Give
Well, no,
me,
he knows these
give me
questions.
guess the player 400.
I mean, that's all that's left, Varvar.
No, there's one more after this also.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is this player?
Netherlands. I believe that was the last tournament's kit. So
2020?
I believe so. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's a more recent kit.
What has differentiated the Netherlands kit through the years? Except the...
Which player would Millie pick? We all know which
Dumfries.
Millie would play. Which Millie player pick? Who is Denzel Dumfries?
Varvar, it is not Denzel Dumfries.
Damn.
Vlahovic.
Lautaro Martinez.
Firms, will you steal or defer?
I'm going to steal it because... What were we going to say?
I was going to say it's Dennis Bergkamp.
Cool. This is... Who is Gini Wijnaldum?
It is not Gini Wijnaldum.
Oh,
16.
God.
No.
Firms just bottled it. Firms bottled.
Good shout, though. Good shout.
I think this is Cody Gakpo. Because I think he wears... Actually, he might wear a single digit for Liverpool. But was he playing in that Euro?
It's not a bad shout, though.
16's crazy for Cody Gakpo.
Yeah, but he's Cody Gakpo. Like in 2020, it was just Cody Gakpo. Here's whatever jersey number.
Yeah, that's possible.
At the Euro, he's pretty good.
And
Or
it's
maybe
a-
it was the
it's
World
a-
Cup.
Very possible. Very possible.
And it's a tall guy.
Very possible.
So,
Pretty
Paula,
lanky.
Is this your final answer, or you could still defer?
Cody Gakpo is skinnier than that. I'm saying I'm gonna defer.
When you said Cody Gakpo, low-key makes sense. So
Pala, it was not Cody Gakpo. So don't worry, you saved on some points. That is Gravenberch.
Oh, I completely forgot
Yeah,
that
that
brother
makes
played the
sense.
sport.
yeah, because obviously Liverpool failed transfer. Obviously,
So I was on the right team.
You're on the right team, though. You were close.
Yeah.
But boys, you have to know this. This is Euro knowledge here.
What
This
do you mean
is
it's
the-
Euro knowledge? His brother is irrelevant. Should have joined Ten Hag.
Fans. But
Ten
now,
Hag made his career.
but since no one got that answer correct, Firms, you get the honors.
Emily, I get the honors to select 400 champions for the final.
For the champion.
for the championship.
Firms, here are champions for 400. They are the only Scandinavian team to ever win the Euros.
There's a Scandinavian team that won the Euros?
This is common knowledge, fellas.
But I don't want to be too critical, but it's a 1 out of 5 or a 1 out of 4 already on a 5.
1 out of like low-key 2, 3.
Yeah.
Finland never had
Okay, let's knock out Finland. Let's knock out...
Iceland.
Sure.
You should have said Northern Europe.
Oh, thank you. Maybe next time you can read the question.
Boys, who is Denmark?
What
Firms.
is Denmark?
All comes down to this.
It does, Millie.
It's a big 400 here. Firms with Denmark locked in. It is correct.
Vamos!
Thank you, Barbara. Let me shake your hand. Let me shake your hand.
I just have to criticize the question maker because Scandinavian countries, I mean, come on.
It was, but it turned into like a 50-50.
Millie's face.
Northern Europe, that would have made it a lot easier for you.
I mean, then you can start going into the Englands, the Wales.
No, but they won. He's saying
There's
the only one that won.
specific reason why it's Scandinavian. That's why I put it, because they were the only team to have done it, Varvar. And clearly, it wasn't that easy because you didn't get it right away.
I guessed it. Michael Laudrup was on that team.
I got that.
Yeah.
I actually guessed it before Varvar. I'm the best football knowledge ever.
Congratulations, Firms.
Thank you, thank you.
Varvar, I see we're humble in defeat. Even though, leave a question down below. Not a question. Leave a comment down below if that 400 was not a 400.
Oh, yeah, Pacino. Yep.
And as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next week.